Welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to discuss about OET reading part C. Day before yesterday I discussed with OET reading part C first 8 questions. Today again we discuss the next 8 questions. Please watch my videos and let's begin. I will discuss once more. Okay. OET reading part C. Here you get total 45 minutes together for OET reading part B and part C. You get total 45 minutes together. You have to use minimum 2 minutes for each questions. You get 2 long tests. We already discussed first text in my previous video. Today we discuss the second text. And you get total 16 questions. Total you get 16 questions. You have to get 16 marks. So 1 mark for each word. Each question you get 1 marks. Mostly in OET reading part C, you get the writer's attitudes and opinion type of questions. Mostly one article. You have to find out the answer. The answers in sequence. First question is answered in the first paragraph. The second will be in the second part. Like that, you will get the questions. So you don't need to go here and there to find out the question. Go to sequence and read the question correctly. Underline the keywords. First, what you have to do, you have to read the question very carefully. You have to read and understand the meaning, what the question is asking. Then what you have to do, you have to underline the keywords in the questions and answer also. Both sides you have to underline the keywords. Then you have to come to the paragraph. Mostly first questions will answer will be in the first paragraph. Come to the paragraph and look for any links to the question. Look for any connection to the question and options. There are so many distractions, so be careful about the distraction. So let's begin the first question. First question. First, you have to just, when you get the question booklet, you have to just read the title. The second text is saying about Alzheimer's from a new angle. Okay. Then what we have to do, we have to come to the first question. First question is, that is 15th. In the first paragraph, we are going to find out the answer in the first paragraph of this article. In the first paragraph, it is suggested that, what it is suggested? That Dr. Longo feels. What it is suggested? We have to underline the keywords. First, read the question, understand the meaning, keep the question in your mind and underline the keywords. So, then come to the first option. What is first option? Is saying annoyed. What annoyed? That certain Alzheimer's treatments are not approved human use. So just underline these keywords. Not approved. Certain Alzheimer's treatments not approved. Concerned, that he is concerned. What is concerned? Alzheimer's drug LM1131 ineffective. So just underline these words. Surprise. What he is surprised is so little not about causes of Alzheimer's. So little is not causes of Alzheimer's. He is frustrated. He is frustrated. Lack of progress treating Alzheimer's. So we have to find out if there is any connection with these options in the paragraph. We have to find out the correct answer. So we have to keep the question in mind. Then come to the paragraph. Read the paragraph and connect your options with the paragraph. Like that, we are going to find out the correct answer. So what is the first paragraph is saying? Just you have to read. Don't read very fastly. Read and understand. So read and understand. Wherever you want to give stress, give stress. Okay. Understand, and the way you read, definitely you will get the answer. As chairman of the Department of Neurology and Neurological Sciences at Stanford University School of Medicine, Dr. Frank Longo knows how destructive Alzheimer's can be. He knows how destructive Alzheimer's can be. The disease was discovered in 1906, but despite more than a century of research, including the testing of over 200 new drugs in the past 2 decades, there are still no real treatments. As Longo says, we have cured Alzheimer's in mice many times. Why can't we move that success to people? He is referring to numerous promising compounds that have eliminated the amyloid plaques associated with Alzheimer's in animals. However, if ongoing trials continue to go the way he hopes, his new drug called LM11A31 could be a critical part of finally making that happen. So, we understood something. Okay. Then we have to connect our options with the paragraph. So, come to the question. In the first paragraph, it suggested what that Dr. Longos feel annoyed that certain Alzheimer's treatments are not approved for human use. Is it saying anything that he is annoyed? Any treatments are not approved for human beings, but in the first paragraph it is not saying anything about is not approved for any human being, so we can eliminate the option. So simply we can eliminate this option. Use the elimination techniques. Okay, whenever you do practice test C, use the elimination techniques. Okay, second one, concerned that he is very concerned that the Alzheimer's drug LM21A, LM11A31 may prove ineffective. Is it anything is saying this drug is he is concerned that is ineffective? So is anything is saying, but it is saying here it is saying if ongoing trial continues to go the way he hopes, his new drug called LM11 could be a critical part of finally making that happen. So, but it is not saying anything about it is ineffective. So simply eliminate this option. Surprised that so little is still known about what causes Alzheimer's. So we should know so little knowledge. We should know a little knowledge about so little is still not what causes Alzheimer's. So if anything is going, we are not little knowledge. We have only little knowledge about Alzheimer's, cause of Alzheimer's. So we have to come to the past paragraph. We have to find is it anything is saying about the causes of we have only little knowledge about Alzheimer's, so little knowledge. Okay, but it is here not saying anything about. See, it is saying destructive Alzheimer's can be disease discovered 1906, but despite more than a century of research including testing of over 2, but it is not saying anything about the third option. So simply eliminate this option. So we got last option. So we have to connect these options with the paragraph. Then if the option is not matching with the question and answer, so eliminate the option. Okay, like that you have to do the questions. So, fourth option, frustrated by the lack of progress towards treating Alzheimer's. He is frustrated by the lack of progress towards treating Alzheimer's. Here only one option is there. So answer 15 answer is T. So where we got the answer frustrated by the lack of progress towards treating Alzheimer's. This is the practice session. Okay, we are practicing. We have to find out why this option is came. We have to find why this option is not correct. Why this option is correct. We have to find out that frustrated by the lack of progress towards treating Alzheimer's. So we have to come to the option paragraph. As chairman of the Department of Neurology and Neurological Sciences at Stanford University School of Medicine, Dr. Frank Longo knows how destructive Alzheimer's can be. The disease was discovered in 1900s, long years before it was discovered. But despite more than a century of research, including the testing of over 200 new drugs in the past 2 decades, there are still no real treatments. Okay, no real treatment. So something is come to the option. Linking to the options. As Longo says, as, see, how here is the connecting with as. Longo says, we have queried ultimates in mice many times. Okay, many times we queried in ultimates in mice. Why can't we move that success to people? See, why can't we move that success to people? So we can't move. Why can't we move that success to people? Here, see how the option is given, how the answer they given. So you have to find out the answer like that. So reading, the way you read is very important. You have to comprehend, you have to connect the option with the answer, and finally you get the answer. So what is the answer here? Frustrated by the lack of progress towards treating Alzheimer's. So here when we discuss this question, there is only one option is matching with the paragraph, and other three option is no. There is no any connection with these options. But here it is saying LM11A31, but it is not saying any ineffective. But they are expecting. So, what is the answer here? The answer is frustrated by the lack of progress towards treating Alzheimer's. So, whenever you practice any reading passage, see, try find out the answer. If your answer is incorrect, try to find out the correct answer and understand why this answer is got correct and why your answer is got not correct. Then only you can achieve 16, minimum 10 or 10 out of 16. So try to understand and read the question and option correctly and understand the meaning and comprehend. So I hope you understood what I am saying. Next, we are going to next questions. Longo's phrase. Here is some phrase. Longo's phrase. Working at the edges of the protein reveals his feeling that other researchers. Here, the one phrase is working at the edges of the problem. Okay. Reveals his feeling. Something is reveals his feeling that other researchers. What is his feeling about other researchers? Are distracted by their success with animals. So just underline the are refusing a key features of Alzheimer's, are afraid to admit problems they have encountered, are focusing some of the less relevant aspects of Alzheimer's. Just underline the keyword. So whenever you do the practice and exam session, you have to underline the keyword. So then you can easily find out the answer. Easily you can connect your options with the answer. So practice. Whatever I am saying, please practice. Okay, please practice. Definitely you can achieve minimum 10 marks in 16 questions. I am not expecting to get 10 marks. Everyone has to get 16 out of 60. That is my motto. Please watch my videos till the end and boost your knowledge. Okay. 16. Longo's phrase, working at the edges of the problem, reveals his feeling that other researchers. Okay. We have to find out this phrase. The question and answers will be in sequence. So, we have to go to the next paragraph. Okay. Second paragraph. For decades, scientists have focused on trying to get rid of the hallmark features of Alzheimer's. Then, what is features of Alzheimer's? The sticky protein plaques of amyloid that have dealt with so well in mice. If they could get rid of that in humans too, the thinking when we could eliminate the disease or at least lessen its severity. LN11A31, however, doesn't directly attack amyloid. We are skeptical about what is actually causing Alzheimer's. Longo says, referring to those protein plaques, most people are working at the edges of the problem. Most people are working at the edges of the problem, but we are going to write after the core of it. So, how most people are working at the edges of the problem, but we are going to write after the core of it. What is the option they are saying? What is the option? Are distracted by their success with animals. Is it anything is saying are distracted by their success with animal? Are distracted? Anything is saying this first option? No, we can eliminate this option. Are refusing to recognize key features of Alzheimer's. Researchers are refusing to recognize key features of Alzheimer's. It's saying no, it is not saying second option. Are afraid to admit the problem they have encountered. Whatever problems they have encountered, they are afraid to admit. Is it anything is saying? Third option, no, it is not saying anything. We eliminated three options. What? The answer is D. Are focusing on some of the less relevant aspects of Alzheimer's. What is the answer here? Are focusing on some of the less relevant aspects of Alzheimer's. So we had to come to the options. Sorry, we had to come to the questions. What it is saying are focusing on the less relevant aspects of Alzheimer's. So we had to find out the answer here. Okay, where we got? We have to read once more. 4 decades. This is the practice session. Practice session. First you have to do your test. Okay, first you have to do your test and get your score and check your answer, then come to the options and come again. You have to find out the correct answer, and if you got the correct answer, why this answer is correct, why the rest of the answer is incorrect, you have to do the practice like that. There is no need to do 5 or 10 reading tests daily. Minimum 1 to 2 is enough. But one thing is you have to follow. You have to find out the correct answers. You have to find out. You have to again practice the same booklet. Okay. More, if you are doing more reading tests daily, you are not checking what you got the mistake. It is very wrong. Okay. It is totally wrong. Don't practice like that. Okay. For decades, scientists have focused on trying to get rid of the hallmark features of Alzheimer's, the sticky protein plaques of amyloid that they had dealt with so well in mice. If they could get rid of that in humans too, the thinking when they could eliminate the disease or at least lessen its severity. LM2A31, however, doesn't directly attack amyloid. We are skeptical about what is actually causing Alzheimer's long says, referring to those protein plaques. Most people are working at the edges of the problem, but we are going to right after the core of the LM. How LM2A31 is not designed to eliminate very clump of amyloid, but rather to keep brain strong, safeguarded against the neurological onslaughts, whether they are the effect of amyloid or other factors involved in Alzheimer's. It is less orthodox approach, but if it works, it could be a turning point. So, but when we come to the options, but it is not saying anything about the first option. Not saying are refusing to recognize key features admits are afraid to admit the problems they have encountered, but only one option is marking are focusing on some of the less relevant aspects of Alzheimer's. Or other researchers are personally less relevant. Working at the edges. Working at the edges means less relevant aspects of the Alzheimer's. So this is the answer. In the second paragraph, again we have to come to second paragraph. What point does the writer make about the drug LM11A2? What point? In the second paragraph, we are going to find out the answer in the second paragraph. What point does the writer make about the drug LM2A31? What points he made? It is effective even in the most severe. It is effective. So, how it is effective even some words are very even in the most severe cases. He is strongly. The option is point is more severe. It is effective even in the most severe cases. Strongly saying. It is a product of previous research into it is a product of previous research into amyloids. It works regardless of the actual cause of the disease. It works regardless of the actual cause of the disease. It provides little protection. It provides little protection. It means it won't provide any protection. Little protection against other neurological condition. It provides little protection against other neurological condition. We have to find out the answer. So what we have to do, we have to go to the second paragraph, read the paragraph and connect your options with the paragraph. And if there is any connection with these option, so choose that option. Okay. Second paragraph. What it is saying? Under a microscope, Longo displays before and after slides of some brain neurons from mice. On the before slide, the normally orderly and uniform cells are in disarray. They are dying, slowly being choked off from their supply of nutrients by amyloid plaques that start to accumulate in the Alzheimer's afflicted brain. In the after slide, the cells look normal. The difference, Longo says, is LM11A31. For brain cell, their molecular connection to other neurons are their lifeline. It's like their version of a social networking size. Sorry, where we have to find out the answer. So in the we have to read the second paragraph. We are at the third paragraph. So we have to read that this is the first paragraph, this is the second paragraph. Sorry. Still, once more we read the in the second paragraph. What point does the writer make about the drug LM11A31? In the second, we have to find out the option in the second paragraph. Come to the second paragraph. What is second paragraph? This is the second paragraph. For decades, scientists have focused on trying to get rid of the hallmark features of Alzheimer's, the sticky protein plaques of amyloid that they have dealt with so well in mice. If they could get rid of that, humans too, the thinking when they could eliminate the disease or at least lessen its severity. LM11A31, however, doesn't directly attack amyloid. We are skeptical about what is actually causing Alzheimer's, Longo says, referring to those protein plaques. Most people are working at the edges of the problem, but we are going right after the core of it. Okay. Most people are working at the edge. So we find out the answer, we got the previous questions answer here. LM11A31. The next answer is here. LM11A31 is not designed to eliminate every clump of amyloid, but rather to keep the brain cells strong, safeguarded against neurological onslaughts, whether they are the effects of amyloid or other factors involved in Alzheimer's. It is less orthodox approach, but if it works, it could be a turning point. Are you got the answer here? Are you got? What is the answer? In the second paragraph, we have to read the option. It is effective. It is effective even in the most severe cases. It's saying it is very effective in most severe cases. No, it is not saying anything. It is effective even in the most severe case. Not saying anything. It is a product of previous research into amyloid. It is a product of previous research of amyloid. No, it is not a product of. So eliminate. It works regardless of actual cause of the disease. It's saying anything. Yes, something is connecting with this option. It provides little protection against other neurological. Is it saying anything about it provides little protection against other neurological? No, it is not saying anything about little protection. About we have to eliminate this option. So then what is the answer? It works regardless of the actual cause of the disease. So where we got the answer? LM11A31 is not designed to eliminate every clump of amyloid, but rather to keep the brain cells strong, safeguarded against neurological insults, whether they are the effect of amyloid or other factors involved in Alzheimer's. It is a less orthodox such but it's worse. It could be a turning point. So, what is the answer here? Here is the answer is, see, it works. It works. Answer is C. Okay. It works regardless of the actual cause of the disease. But see, it provides little protection against other neurological condition. But there is something saying about the neurological part, but it is not saying little protection against other neurological conditions. So we can eliminate the fourth option. So like that, you have to practice elimination technique. Please practice elimination technique. Connect your answer with the options. Connect your answer with the test and find out the correct answer. Again I am repeating. So please do practice very well. With the reference to social networking site, what is the keyword here? Social networking sites. The writer is what is the writer is illustrating. We have to find out the social network circuit. How important it is that neurons in the brains are constant contact. Oh, neurons in the brains are constant contact. How quickly social networking sites, what is how quickly disease can spread from one cell to another cell. How easy, see how important, quickly, easy, complex is the ways how they are given, how important, how quickly, how easy, how complex. So like that they will make the sentence. How easy it is to disrupt communication in the brain. How complex the connections in the brain are. How complex. So read the question and options very carefully. Very carefully. So once more. Read the question, find out the keyword, then come to the text. We have to find out the social networking. The questions are in sequence. So the last question we did in the second paragraph. So then we have to come to the third. So this is the first, second, third. Under microscope, Longo displays before and after slides of some brain neurons from mice. On the before slide, the normally orderly and uniform cells are in disarray. They are dying, slowly being choked off from their supply of nutrients by amyloid plaques that start to accumulate in the Alzheimer's afflicted brain. In the after slide, the cells look normal. The difference, what is the difference? Longo says LM11A31. For brain cells, their molecular connection to other neurons are their lifeline. It's like their version of a soul. It's like so we got the keyword. It's like their version of a social networking site as they are connecting with the social networking site as they continually bombard other neurons with status updates. So see where we got the continually bombard other neurons with status update. But when the cells are assaulted by something like amyloid, these communications are threatened, ultimately leading to death of the cell. So what is the answer here? So come to the option. Come to the option. What is 18? 18. With the reference. With the reference to social networking side, the writer is illustrating how important it is that neurons in the brains are constant contact. Is it saying anything about it? How important it is that neurons in the brains are in constant contact? It is saying anything about this option. We have to connect this option with the text. How important it is that neurons in the brains are in constant contact. Where we got the answer here? It's like their version of a social networking site as they continually bombard other neurons with status updates. So this sentence is 100% matching with this option. So we have to make it query. So we have to go to the next question. How quickly disease can spread from one brain to another? So it is saying anything how quickly the disease can spread from one brain? No. How easy it is to disrupt communication? Is it saying anything? How easy it is to disrupt communication? No, it is not. How complex the connection in the brain? Is it saying how complex the connections of the brain? So it is only the word one sentence is saying how important it is that neurons in the brains are in constant contact. So the answer here is the option number A. So We come to the next question. In the fourth paragraph, we are going to find out the answer in the fourth paragraph. Fourth paragraph, we learned that according to Longo, LM11A31 blocks certain things it blocks. What is signals, neurons, brains, amyloid protein. So we have to read the options. Then come to the fourth paragraph. 1, 2, 3. This is the fourth paragraph. Longo has a diagram of the signal. Longo has a diagram of the signals passed among brain neurons that are triggered by amyloid protein. These can ultimately lead neurons to deteriorate. There are in total, what is there in total? And so far he is found that LM2A31 can hold at least 10. So even there are even signs that LM2A31 might help people whose brains are already damaged by amyloid. So what is the question here? In the fourth paragraph, we learned that according to Long, LM2A31 blocks certain. What it is blocks certain? Neurons, signals, neurons, brainers, amyloid protein. What is the answer? What is the answer here? Longo has a diagram of the signals. Diagram of the signals. So, plurals. There are so many signals. Pass among brain nerves that are triggered by amyloid proteins. These can ultimately lead neurons to deteriorate. Okay. There are 14 in total. 14 in total. What is 14 in total? This. We have to find out that. And so far, he is found that LM2A31 can hold at least 10. What is the keyword paraphrase? What is a block certain? Hold means block certain. Deteriorate. What is the answer? Please find out the answer and comments me. Okay. Please find out this answer and comments me. Okay, this is simple question. You can easily find out the answer. I will see who all are they did the correct answer. I will message you. Okay, we come to the next question. What reservation about the drug LM2A31 is expressed in the fourth paragraph? We have to go to the fourth paragraph and find out the what reservation is about drug LM2A31 is expressed. Restoration of neurons may only be shown. Say these are the words are distracted. Only. Okay. We have to find the restoration of neurons may only be shortened. So we have to find out the distractive words. So 1 minute. See the word restoration neurons may only be shortened. So this is the distractive word. So 99% and 90%. So we can get 90%. This may not be the answer. Only be shortened. So next option. Research by Longo team may have been biased. Research in Longo team में two way. Bias means two side. Like or dislike. Research by Longo's team may have been biased. Research from trials on mice may not be replicated in humans. Okay, research from trials on mice may not be replicated in humans. Reversal of damage may not have any effect on the patient memory. What the reservation? What we have to find a reservation? What reservation? About the drug LM231 is expressed in the fourth paragraph. So we have to come to the fourth paragraph. What is the fourth paragraph? 1, 2, 3. This is the fourth paragraph. Here we got the previous answer. So we can read from here. The general assumption was that the damage to brain neurons was irreversible. Says Longo. But what our studies show in mice, there is a significant amount of damage that is reversible. He says, sorry, if that is for human use. These could be the first drugs that will change the course of the disease rather than just treat its symptoms, says James Hendricks of the Alzheimer's Association. But the reality is that it is not clear yet whether the change seen from LM11A31 restored any lost memory. Restored any lost memory. Brain experts are eagerly waiting longest next series or studies for the answer to the question. So far, not everyone is convinced to bring back neurons that have been destroyed by plagues and tangles to met that still seem almost like science fiction, says Henry. So we have to come to the option. It is effective even in the, sorry, what is the question? Sorry, we are doing the 20th question. What reservation about the drug LM11A31 is expressed? What reservation? Restoration of neurons may only be short term. This is saying only be eliminated when we read the question. So only be, there is some distortion. Only be shorter. So we eliminated this option. Research by Longostin may have been biased. Is there anything saying research by Longostin may have been biased? No, it is not saying anything about this option. Research from trials on mice may not be replicated in humans. So it is saying something is saying about mice. So again we come to this option. What it is saying, the general assumption was that the damage to brain neurons was reversible, says Long. What our studies shown that in mice there is a significant amount of damage. It is reversible. He say reversible. What is the option here? Research from trials on mice may not be yes, research from trials on mice may not be replicated in humans, but it's not saying this may not be replicated in human, not saying anything about this option. So we eliminated this option. Reversal of damage may not have any effect on the patient. On what is the reservation about the LM2 is expressed. What is the reservation? It is expressed. Reversal of damage may not have any effect on the patient's memory. We have to find out this answer from where? We have to read the sentence from here. If approved for human use, this could be the first drug that will change the course of the disease rather than just treat it, says James Hendricks of the Alzheimer's. But the reality is that it is not clear yet whether the change can change just seen from LM to is restored any lost memory. Brain experts are eagerly waiting longest next series of studies for the answer to that question. So far, not everyone is convinced to bring back neurons that have been destroyed by plagues and tangles. To me, that still seems almost like science fiction, says Hendricks. What is the answer we got? Reversal or damage may not have any effect on the patient memory. Reversal or damage may not have any effect on the patient memory. Only one option is matching here. These options are not matching. Reversal or damage may not have any effect on the patient. Here it is saying about the patient. Reversal of damage may not have any effect. The reality is still not yet clear whether the changes seen from LM to A that does restore any lost memory. Brain experts are eagerly waiting longest next series of the studies for the answer to that question. So where we got the answer? This is the answer. Option number 20. Reversal or damage may not have any effect on the patient memory. What is the reservation he expressed? This is the reservation he expressed. So the answer is fourth one. According to the writer, which group is reluctant to accept that dementia is inevitable? According to writer, which group is we have to find out which group is reluctant to accept dementia is inevitable. We have to find out that answer. Patient. Is it patient? Is the US government? We have to ask ourselves, medical professionals, the Alzheimer's disease. We have to find out which group is reluctant to accept the dementia is inevitable. So we read here, the next we come to the next paragraph. Still, there is no denying the potential of compounds like LM11A31 and the need to think about new ways to attack the disease. Some experts are convinced that if people live long enough, some form of dementia, most likely Alzheimer's, is inevitable. Although figuring out which patients can benefit from which types of treatments and when is still an open question. According to this hypothesis, is unpalatable to many medical professionals. Unpalatable to many medical professionals. It is a proportion that even the US government is starting to up. It is even the government starts even the US government is starting to appreciate. So something is saying here. What is the option here? What is the option? According to writer, which group is reluctant to accept the dementia? Is it patient? No. Is it? US government is appreciated, but is not reluctant. Okay. Medical professionals. What about they are saying the medical? Although this hypothesis is unpalatable to many medical professionals, this hypothesis is unpalatable to many medical professionals. So, what is the answer here? Medical professionals. So, that is the word, the sentence they are given to connect it with many things. Okay. They use the connecting words. So, we have to understand what it is saying, what it is connected, what it is the exact meaning. So, we have to read the options and text very carefully. Then only we will get the answer. Come to the 22nd question. In the final paragraph, what does the writer think will start to happen? So, what in the final what he is thinking to start happen soon. Other non-amyloid focused treatments for Alzheimer's will emerge. Other non-amyloid focused treatments for Alzheimer's will emerge. Drugs, just underline. Drug regimens for Alzheimer's will be targeted to drug regimens targeted to individuals. The prediction tool for Alzheimer's will be developed. There is a prediction tool for Alzheimer's will be developed. All over 65 years will be tested for Alzheimer's. So we have to find out the correct option. So we have to go to last paragraph. If and when viable treatments become available, part of the puzzle will include figure out who they should be given to and when. The idea of applying amyloid PET scans to everyone on their 60th birthday is not ongoing to run. Not ongoing. Why? Given that they currently cost several thousands of dollars each. So it's very costly treatment investigation. But some type of risk score we now have our heart disease is not far off. There is no doubt that we need to think beyond amyloid and encourage patients to participate trials testing. It's a testing non-amyloid strategies as well. It's a trial testing non-amyloid strategies as well. In the ideal world, you would want to design the ideal world you would want to design in future. It is the word you would want to design a therapeutic regimen based on the different components contribute to each patient dementia issues. LM11A31 will become the first drug in that cocktail. So what is the answer here? I got you people. I think you got the answer. Offer non-amyloid focused treatments for Alzheimer's will emerge. So it is saying anything? No, it is not saying anything. The drug regimens for Alzheimer's will be targeted for individuals. Only individuals? No. A prediction tool for Alzheimer's will be developed. Maybe something. All over 65 years will be tested for. Is it saying anything about all over 65? It is very costly treatment, costly investigation. So what is the answer here? A prediction tool for Alzheimer's will be developed. Will be developed in future. Will be developed. So where is the answer? You would want to design a therapeutic regimen based on the different components contributing to each patient's dementia issue. So you have to read the option very, very carefully. So your option and the paragraph very, very carefully. Then only you will get the answer. You have to connect the words, you have to connect, you have to understand what it is saying, you have to understand the meaning. Then only you can give the correct answer. So I hope you understood about reading part C. Again, we will discuss reading sessions in my coming videos. Please watch my videos and please subscribe and press the bell button. Thank you. Signing off, Sanita today.